Hey guys, welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. Alright, so it's less than 2 weeks before Christmas, so I'm here today to share some motivation with you guys to get all of your last minute Christmas things done. In today's video, we're going to be doing some Christmas baking. My sister comes over every year and we just spend a day in the kitchen cooking and baking for Christmas. And I'm also going to be finishing up a lot of my Christmas shopping this weekend, so I've got some awesome gift ideas for you guys as well. So where is the best place to go for last minute holiday shopping? Obviously, it's Walmart, and I'm really excited that Walmart is sponsoring today's video. Walmart has thousands of rollbacks on holiday gifts this season, so you can order all your holiday gifts now, even if you're a last minute shopper like I am. I do everything at the last minute, so why wouldn't I do Christmas shopping at the last minute as well? The best thing about Walmart is that they also offer pickup and delivery options, even up through Christmas Eve, and you can even get your gifts in as little as 1 hour. So I want to share with you guys a few of the things that I picked up at Walmart for my kids and my family, just to give you some ideas. You can shop these products in the links in the description box below, so make sure that you check them out as well. The first thing that I grabbed was this Lego creator set for my son. You guys know, if you've ever watched my channel before, he's obsessed with Legos, and I really like this set. I believe this set is actually exclusive to Walmart, and it is the Lego creator, so you can actually build multiple builds out of each set. So you get 3 sets in there, but actually 9 unique builds. So I'm really excited for him to open this up. And then as I was looking at the Walmart site, I didn't even know this existed. I was really excited to find this. Also, my son has been obsessed with the game Connect 4 for as long as he's been able to play it. And this is Connect 4 Spin. This is actually a game that we don't have. So I'm really excited for him to open this and for us to play it as well. Okay, I also have a 13-year-old daughter, and I feel like teenagers can be a little bit hard to shop for at times, but they do have plenty of items at Walmart, either in store or online, that you can check out for hard to buy for teenagers. This is a moon color changing lamp. You guys know how obsessed kids are with LED lights and lamps and things like that to put in their room, so I'm really excited for her to have this. Walmart also has great options for stocking stuffers. I picked up this Mario Badescu skincare set. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it in the set and wrap it and put it under the tree. I might take the items out and use it as stocking stuffers for her as well. Either way, great option. And then I also got my stepdad this Hillshire Farms gift kit. Like, dads and grandpas are sometimes super hard to buy for, so I love that Walmart has options like this. I probably pick up at least one of these every Christmas season because they make super great gifts. Like, who doesn't want food for Christmas? Like, I would even like to have this as a gift as well. So definitely good for those hard to buy for people. Walmart also has great deals on robot vacuums, electric hoverboards, and deep tissue massagers. I'll link all those items in the description box below. You can also grab a Keurig or a Roku Express for those hard to buy for people as well. So don't forget to check out the description box. You can shop all of these products at the links below. And this holiday season, Walmart can help you save money on gifts with thousands of rollbacks on hot items, so you guys can get gifts for everyone that you love without breaking the bank. And thanks again to Walmart for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so I wanted to share also with you guys the baking and cooking that we're hoping to get done today. So we're actually going to be making pozole, which is a Mexican pork stew with hominy. It's really, really good. Kind of takes a long time to make, but that's why we make it at least once a year during this cooking marathon. I also want to make some of the chocolate Rolo candies with either the M&Ms or the pecans, sugar cookies, peanut butter blossoms, you know, like the peanut butter cookies with the Hershey Kiss in the middle, white chocolate peppermint pretzels, and then I have a really good recipe for Crispix mix that I make every year as well, which is always a big hit. And obviously all of the ingredients that we are cooking with I also got from Walmart as well. So I'm going to share with you guys those ingredients, and then we're also going to get into the holiday baking. Okay, so here's everything that I got from Walmart for our Christmas baking. I have written down here what I want to make. So we got some Crispix and some Cheez-Its for the Crispix mix, some thin pretzels for the white chocolate pretzels, and then I also like to put pretzels in the snack mix as well, and I thought these were fun. They're the holiday shaped pretzels. I got some cookie icing for the sugar cookies, and then a couple packages of butter. I got Hershey Kisses. I also got a bag of Rolos for the Rolo pretzels. And then I got some wintergreen candy canes to crush up for the white chocolate pretzels. And then I found these in the bakery section. I thought they were super cute and easy. There are like the soft sugar cookies and they come in a kit. So all you have to do is decorate them. Super fun. Chocolate almond bark, some M&Ms, 2 cans of hominy for the pozole. I got a pack of treat bags, some limes, 2-pack of cream cheese, 2 packages of the Kerrygold butter, and then I got a big pork roast for the pozole, and then for toppings for the pozole I got cabbage and radishes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start out with the pozole because that takes the longest to cook. So what we did was we cut all of the pork off of the bone. You can also get a boneless pork shoulder if you wanted. Basically, you just want to cut this into large chunks, and then we put it in a really large stock pot with some salt and some bay leaves, and we're just going to cover it with cold water, and then that will simmer for 1 to 2 hours until the pork is really tender. We also steeped some dried chilies. I believe this is pasilla and guajillo chilies. You can use any combination of what you have on hand. Here is the pork boiling away. That's going to make a really flavorful pork stock. And then as it cooks, you just want to skim the surface of it. Sometimes you will get some foam on the top and you just want to skim those impurities away. So now that the chilies are softened, we're adding those to a blender with some garlic and onion. We also added some green chilies, and basically this is just going to be blended into a chili paste, and then that is what is going to give the pozole a really, really good flavor. So we're adding some of the pork broth to that. You can also add some bouillon powder. I like to use chicken bouillon powder. It just gives it a little bit of extra flavor. And then just blend that until it is super, super smooth. For this particular recipe, you don't have to strain the chili paste. Some recipes you do, but this one you definitely don't. Go ahead and add the chili puree into the stew, and then just let that simmer until the pork is very, very tender. You want to make sure it's almost falling apart as you take it out of the stew. That way it will be easier to shred. And then you can go ahead and remove the pork, cool it slightly, add your hominy to the broth along with the shredded pork. You definitely want to taste it at this point and adjust the seasoning. If you think it needs more salt or spice, you can add that to it. And then that is basically it. Okay, so for our toppings, we chopped up some cilantro and radishes, some diced onion, and some lime wedges, and then you'll also want some shredded cabbage as well. And then you can just top these to your liking. I also like to add a little bit of sour cream to mine, but this is definitely something that you can share with friends or family. It makes a ton of soup, and it also freezes pretty well if you have any left over. Okay, so for the chocolate Rolo pretzels, you want to just lay out your pretzels on a baking sheet. You can use any kind of pretzels that you want. It will all work. And then we have our Rolos here that we unwrapped. I believe you can purchase unwrapped Rolos. I didn't really realize that, or I would have purchased those, but it was a good job for the kids. So what you want to do then is just put the Rolos on top of the pretzels and then put them in a 350-degree oven for just 3 minutes. And when they come out, they're perfectly melty like this. You can take either a pecan or an M&M and push it into the top of the chocolate, and you just want to go ahead and push it down and then let these cool. This is a super kid-friendly treat to make because it doesn't require a ton of like skill or dexterity. So especially with little kids, this is super fun for them to help with. And then we also added some with M&Ms as well, just because the red and green looks pretty, and obviously some people don't like nuts. I personally prefer the ones with the pecans because I feel like I really like the combination of like the sweet and the salty with the crunchy nut. I just think it's really good. So we're gonna go ahead and finish these, and then we let them cool, and here is what they look like. So you can just store these in an airtight container. They definitely won't last very long because they are super, super delicious. For the other pretzels, we went ahead and dipped these in some white chocolate or some white chocolate bark and crushed up some candy canes and added those. Definitely tastes like peppermint bark in a pretzel form. It's really, really good. Okay, so for the peanut butter blossoms, I'm just going to go ahead and mix up the dough. So I have some creamy peanut butter and some softened butter in my mixer here. I'm just going to mix that up. I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar, and then you just want to cream this in your mixer until it's really fluffy. So I probably cream this for around, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes, and then go ahead and add your eggs and mix that together well. After we add the eggs, we'll add some flour and some baking soda and a little bit of salt, and then just mix that until the dough comes together. Once the dough comes together, you want to roll this into balls, and I'll show you that here in a second. I forgot, add a couple tablespoons of milk just to moisten the mixture a little bit, otherwise it's kind of dry and crumbly. But for these particular cookies, you want to roll them into about 1-inch balls. I always make mine a little bit bigger, and I probably shouldn't do that. I don't know why. I just gravitate towards making them a little bit larger. But then I have a bowl here with just some plain white sugar in it, and after you roll them out into balls, you just dip them in the sugar, make sure they are all coated, and put them on the baking sheet. You're not going to flatten these out like you would regular peanut butter cookies. You just want to leave them in this shape, and then as they bake, they'll get cooked on the bottom and they'll get really soft and warm on the inside. As soon as they come out of the oven, you want to go ahead and press a Hershey Kiss into each one and press it down so it kind of crinkles around the cookie. And you definitely don't want to eat these right away, because once you push the Hershey Kiss down into the cookie, it does start to get a little bit melty. You want to basically wait until these harden back up. Otherwise they are quite, they're quite a mess. We actually stuck our trays of cookies and stuff outside in the garage because it was cold here, and it makes them harden up a little bit better. But these are definitely a quintessential cookie for Christmas. This is also a great one for kids to help with because they can unwrap the Hershey Kisses, and it's really easy for them to push them down into the cookies as well. Okay, so we're going to start on our snack mix. So you can basically use any combination of cereal and crackers and pretzels and nuts that you want in this. I normally try to do like a third cereal, a third some kind of cheese cracker, a third pretzels, and then sometimes I add some nuts as well. I did make a double batch of this, so altogether I had 36 cups of snack mix, and I'm just using a big roasting pan along with a couple of disposable pans, but you are going to want to stir this as it's in the oven, so definitely choose a pan that has a large quantity. For the seasoning, it's just melted butter, Worcestershire, some seasoned salt, and some garlic powder. And since I made this a double batch, I'm gonna go ahead and melt the butter on the stove and mix it all together with a whisk along with the spices. And then once that's totally mixed together, you can just divide it evenly over your pans of mix. You definitely want to stir this very well. The goal is to kind of try and get all of the pieces of snack mix coated before you put it into the oven. And then you're going to put this in a 250-degree oven for around an hour, and then every 15 minutes you want to take the mix out and stir it. But this is definitely a delicious snack mix. Everyone loves this, and I find that it's nice to have something savory to kind of break up the sweetness of holiday baking. Okay, so next we're going to make some chocolate chip cookies. So I've got some softened butter. I added some brown sugar and some white sugar, and we're just going to cream that together until it's nice and fluffy. I added a couple of eggs along with some vanilla extract, and then this recipe also called for sea salt, which I thought was really different, and it did add a kind of a different flavor to the cookies, which was really good. So I added my flour, baking soda, and salt, and I'm just mixing that up and then adding my chocolate chips. I'm using a good quality semi-sweet chocolate chip here, but you can use basically any type of chocolate chip that you'd like. You could also use red and green M&Ms. That would be really pretty as well. And then I just put these out onto a baking tray using a cookie scoop and pop those into the oven. These baked for around 12 minutes. I probably should have baked them a little bit less. If you bake them less time, as long as they're cooked through, they will be a little bit softer, but they still turned out really, really delicious. And actually, Adam took some of these to work today to share with his colleagues. And then here's just a look at one of the trays that I put together that has all of the cookies in it. And then I put the snack mix and the other items in separate treat bags that I got from Walmart as well. Overall, this was a really, really fun and productive day. All right, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope that you got some motivation to get everything that you need to get done before Christmas. Don't forget to shop all of these gift ideas that I had for you today. In the description box below, I'll have links to all of those. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.